My name is Gerald Diaz, and I'm an internist in the hospital store at UC Davis. I drove over from Sacramento today. And myself and my co-founder, Keon, we're building a project called grepmed.com. That's grepmed.com, so you can actually check that out on your phone if you're a clinician, especially if you want to check it out and give me feedback later on. Really appreciate it. So I used to be a software engineer, and so the hackers here will recognize where grep comes from. For the clinicians, that's basically a Unix command that is used to extract information out of large text files. And the itch that I was trying to scratch is basically how to quickly and efficiently access the information that's clinically relevant on the go, either when you're during the middle of a busy shift or when you are teaching your medical students and residents on rounds. And so typically what happens when I'm busy, I pull up UpToDate or IDSA guidelines or PubMed, all of these traditional reference websites, and I'm overwhelmed by the walls of text that show up. So my feeling is a picture is worth 1,000 words, and I found myself over and over again turning to Google image search to look up things like EKGs, x-rays, rashes, but actually more importantly, things that help me with the decision-making process. So algorithms that help me make decisions versus clinical algorithms, reference tables, checklists. I think you've all heard of like the checklist manifesto by Atul Gawande, and reference tables and pathophysiology to review things like that. So what we're trying to build is sort of like an Instagram meets Pinterest, but dedicated to medical image search. So if you check it out, it's running and it's live. Some of the things you can try searching for, I have a few examples on our About page. You can search for things like hyponatremia algorithm. If you want to do some teaching on the fly, you can search for things like ACLS algorithm. So you see most of the junior doctors carrying around pocket cards with the ACLS algorithm in case there's a code. And if you're a pediatrician, you can search up PCARN algorithm for head CTs. Pharmacy, there's steroid conversion tables, loop diuretic conversion tables. I don't think anybody knows how to interpret a thromboelastogram on the fly. So if you type in TEG interpretation, you'll find things like that, which you might need from time to time and are just really hard to find if you use Google or traditional reference websites. So that's what we're building. It's a collaborative sort of Wikipedia sort of a movement that we're trying to create to sort of democratize medical reference information. So the idea is that, right now it's not super useful, but if you're a clinician and you're looking for something that you don't find, you can upload an image that you find on Google Image Search, or if you're a content creator, you can upload an image that you've created and it links back to your website. So there's a lot of these great free open access medical websites like MCRIT, PalmCrit, Rebel EM, and all of these great websites. On Twitter, there's all these people posting their infographics onto the ether, but it's really hard to really find those images again when you need them clinically. So that's what we're building. We just released our beta product a week ago, and doubled the amount of images in our database. And we're trying to collect users and just feedback, especially from clinicians who think this might be a useful product for them.